There are moments in life when the weight feels too heavy, when the silence inside your mind is louder than any noise around you. Moments when you wake up and wonder if there's a reason to get out of bed. When every thought feels like a battle and every heartbeat feels like a burden. My friend, I want you to know this. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are stronger than you think. Life has a way of testing us in ways we never expect. Sometimes the battles we fight are not visible to anyone else. You can smile on the outside while falling apart on the inside. You can show up, go through the motions, and still feel like you're drowning. But that pain, that struggle, that unseen war, it does not define you. It refines you. You see, strength is not the absence of struggle. It's the courage to face it. Strength is not about pretending you're okay. It's about admitting when you're not and still choosing to move forward. When the darkness whispers, you can't go on, strength is that small voice inside that says, yes, I can. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not fast, but I will rise again. There's a reason you're still here. There's a reason your heart still beats. Even when your mind tells you otherwise, there is a purpose in your pain. The same fire that feels like it's consuming you is the one that can shape you into something unbreakable. Every scar is proof that you survived something that tried to destroy you. And you did not let it win. Depression tells you lies. It tells you that you're worthless, forgotten, hopeless. But truth speaks louder if you listen closely. The truth says you are valuable beyond measure. The truth says your life matters. The truth says your story isn't over yet. Don't be ashamed of your struggle. Don't hide your tears. Don't think that asking for help makes you weak. It takes far greater courage to reach out than to suffer in silence. The strongest people are not those who never fall. They are those who get back up again and again, no matter how many times life knocks them down. There will be days when you don't feel like you're winning. Days when you slip back into that pit and the light seems too far away. But remember, healing is not a straight line. Some days, victory looks like getting out of bed. Some days, it looks like breathing through another hour. Celebrate those small victories because they are not small at all. They are proof that you're still fighting. And that's what strength is. If you're in that dark place right now, let me speak directly to your heart. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not forgotten. You are not beyond hope. The same sun that rises after the darkest night will rise again for you. The storm will pass. The night will end. And you will see that you were growing roots even while you thought you were buried. You have survived 100% of your worst days so far. Think about that. Every single time you thought you couldn't make it, you did. Every moment you thought would destroy, you became another chapter in your story of resilience. That is what strength looks like. Keep walking, even when you can't run. Keep breathing, even when it hurts. Keep believing, even when you can't see what's ahead. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that the pain didn't break you. It built you. The tears didn't drown you. They watered your growth. The loneliness didn't define you. It revealed your depth. And when you finally step out of that darkness, you'll carry a light that helps others find their way out too. Because that's what strong people do. They don't just survive, they inspire. They take their scars and turn them into hope for someone else. They become living proof that no matter how deep the pit, no matter how fierce the battle, the human spirit is stronger than anything that tries to destroy it. So hold on. Don't give up now. You are closer to healing than you think. You are more loved than you know. And you are infinitely stronger than you feel. Your story is still being written. And one day you'll tell it, not with pain in your voice, but with power in your soul. You are strong. You are enough. And your life is worth fighting for. True strength is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to face it. Strength is not built in comfort, and it is not proven in easy days. It's revealed when everything in you wants to give up, yet something deeper refuses to let go. The world often tells us that strength looks like perfection, that strong people never cry, never break down, never falter. But the truth is, real strength is born in the moments when you feel weakest. It's in those hours of pain, confusion, and fear that courage whispers, "Keep going." Every person on this earth will walk through a season of struggle. Some battles are visible: loss, failure, hardship. Others live quietly inside us: depression, anxiety, grief, self-doubt. Yet no matter where the struggle comes from, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you are alive, that you are human, and that you are growing. The fact that you are fighting means you still believe there's something worth fighting for. That spark inside, that will to try again tomorrow, that's strength. Strength is not a single grand act. It's 1,000 small choices. It's waking up on a day you didn't want to see. It's getting dressed when your mind tells you to stay in bed. It's choosing to hope when everything around you feels hopeless. Those choices, small as they seem, are the building blocks of courage. You don't need to climb a mountain or conquer a battlefield to prove you are strong. Sometimes, surviving another day is the greatest victory of all. Courage is not loud. It doesn't always roar in confidence. Sometimes, courage is the quiet decision to take one more breath, one more step, one more chance. It's the trembling hand that reaches out for help. It's the voice that says, "I'm not okay, but I'm still here." That kind of strength isn't glamorous. It's raw, it's painful, and it's real. And it's the kind that transforms lives. You see, when we avoid struggle, we rob ourselves of growth. It's in the hard seasons that our character is shaped. Just as fire purifies gold, adversity purifies the heart. Every challenge, every tear, every sleepless night refines something inside you that ease never could. The people who shine the brightest are often those who have walked through the darkest valleys. Their strength was not given, it was earned through endurance, faith, and persistence. There is a lie that says you must be fearless to be strong. But strength is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to move forward in spite of it. Fear may shake your hands, but courage keeps you walking. Fear may fill your mind with doubt, but strength tells you to trust the process anyway. The most courageous people aren't those who never felt afraid. They are the ones who acted while trembling. In our world today, where everything seems to move fast and perfection is glorified, many people suffer quietly. Depression, anxiety, and pressure can weigh heavily on the soul. But even in those moments when your spirit feels crushed, strength still lives within you. It might be buried under pain, but it's there. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply to endure, to keep breathing, to keep believing that this moment won't last forever. Because it won't. The storm may rage, but no storm lasts forever. When life knocks you down, you have two choices: stay down or rise again. Rising doesn't mean the pain disappears. It means you choose to stand even when it still hurts. It means you choose not to let what happened to you define who you are. Every time you rise, you reclaim a piece of your power. That is the courage to face struggle, to look at your pain and say, "You may have wounded me, but you will not destroy me." There is beauty in scars, both visible and invisible. They tell the story of survival. They are not marks of shame, but symbols of endurance. The same struggle that once broke you becomes the testimony that builds you. Your pain can become your platform. Your story can become someone else's strength. When others see that you made it through, they begin to believe they can too. That's the hidden power of courage. It doesn't just change you, it inspires those around you. The path to strength is not always straight. You will fall. You will fail. You will question everything. But even in your setbacks, you are learning resilience. Each failure teaches you something that success never could. It teaches humility, patience, and faith. It reminds you that growth takes time. Flowers don't bloom overnight, and neither do we. The roots that hold you steady are growing deep beneath the surface, even when you can't see them. So don't be ashamed of your struggles. Don't hide your tears or your scars. They are evidence that you have lived, that you have felt deeply, and that you have endured. The strongest hearts are the ones that have known pain and still choose love. The strongest minds are the ones that have known darkness and still choose light. And the strongest souls are the ones that have fallen apart and still choose to rise. If you're in a place of struggle right now, know this: you are not weak. You are being refined. You are learning to see your strength in a new way. You are discovering that courage isn't about avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. It's about trusting that even in the chaos, something good is being written into your story. One day, you will look back and realize that the things that once broke you built you. You'll see that every tear watered the seeds of wisdom, and every pain carved space for deeper compassion. You'll thank the moments that tested you because they revealed who you truly are: a survivor, a fighter, a soul that refuses to be crushed. So keep going, keep showing up, keep choosing courage even in the smallest ways. You may not see it yet, but every act of endurance is shaping something unshakable within you. The day will come when your strength, forged through struggle, will shine like a light for others still finding their way. Pain is one of the most mysterious teachers in life. It enters uninvited, sits quietly in the corners of our hearts, and begins its work in ways we cannot always see. When you're in the middle of it, when your chest feels tight and your soul feels empty, it's hard to believe could be any meaning behind it. Pain feels cruel, unfair, and unrelenting. But beneath the ache, beyond the sleepless nights and silent tears, something sacred is happening. You are being shaped, strengthened, and refined for something greater. Every person who has ever achieved greatness, every soul that shines with resilience, has been touched by pain. They didn't become strong by avoiding hardship. They became strong by walking through it. It's easy to live with faith and hope when everything is going well, but it's in the fire of adversity where your real strength is revealed. Just as gold is purified in fire, your soul is purified through trials. The flames that threaten to consume you are the same ones that can cleanse you and bring out your true worth. When pain enters your life, it changes your perspective. It humbles you, softens your heart, and opens your eyes to what truly matters. You begin to see how fragile and precious life is. You start to appreciate small things: the sound of laughter, the warmth of sunlight, the comfort of a kind word. Pain strips away the illusions and distractions, leaving behind what's real. It teaches you compassion because you begin to understand what others might be carrying silently. It teaches you patience because you realize healing cannot be rushed. And it teaches you endurance because every time you think you can't go on, you find that somehow You do. Your pain is not random. It's not meaningless. Every tear you shed, every lonely night, every unanswered question is part of a bigger picture that you may not yet see. Just because you don't understand it now doesn't mean there isn't a purpose behind it. Sometimes life breaks you so that it can rebuild you differently, stronger, wiser, and more aware of your own power. The pain you feel today may be the very thing that equips you for what's coming tomorrow. Think about a seed. Before it grows into a tree, it must be buried in darkness, surrounded by soil unseen by the world. In that hidden place, transformation happens. The shell breaks, roots stretch deep, and new life begins to push upward toward the light. The same is true for you. The darkness you are in now may feel like a burial, but it could very well be a planting. The ground that feels like your grave could be the very soil where your new beginning takes root. Sometimes pain comes to redirect us. Maybe you were going down a path that was never meant for you, and the pain was what stopped you long enough to turn around. Other times, pain comes to reveal what you've been avoiding. It forces you to confront what's broken, what's missing, or what needs to change. It can push you to grow in ways comfort never could. Because comfort rarely teaches us anything, pain, on the other hand, teaches us everything. When you're hurting, it's natural to ask, why me? But what if the better question is, what is this trying to teach me? That shift in perspective can change everything. Pain is a messenger. It tells you something isn't right, something needs healing, or something greater is being prepared in you. It invites you to look deeper, to slow down, to listen. The lessons it brings are often hidden beneath the suffering. But when you look closely, you'll see that the most painful chapters often become the most powerful testimonies. Pain is not your enemy. It's a sculptor, carefully chiseling away the rough edges of your character. Every hardship, every heartbreak, every disappointment is shaping you into a masterpiece. You may not see it yet, but one day you will. You'll look back and realize that the moments that felt like destruction were actually moments of construction. The very pain that once broke you will become the reason someone else finds healing through your story. It's okay to feel weary. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to cry, to question, to stumble along the way. None of that means you're weak. It means you're human. But even in your lowest moments, there's a quiet strength within you that refuses to give up. That strength is your spirit reminding you that this pain is not the end. You're still being shaped, still being molded, still being prepared for the beauty that's ahead. One day, this pain will make sense. One day, you'll understand why you had to walk through that valley, why you had to face that loss, why certain doors had to close. You'll see that the pain didn't destroy you. It delivered you. It stripped away what you didn't need so you could become who you were meant to be. It built resilience in you. It deepened your empathy, and it taught you how to rise from the ashes. So don't run from your pain. Face it, feel it, learn from it. Let it do its work in you. Because when you emerge from it, and you won't be the same. You'll be stronger, wiser, and more grounded. You'll have a depth and peace that can only come from surviving the storm. Remember, these diamonds are formed under pressure, and pearls are created through irritation. Beauty often comes from what was once painful. Your suffering can produce strength. Your loss can give birth to purpose, and your brokenness can become the very thing that heals others. You may not be able to control what happens to you, but you can control what it makes of you. You can let pain make you bitter, or you can let it make you better. You can let it harden your heart, or you can let it open your heart. The choice is yours. Even in your darkest moments, hold on to this truth. Your pain is not wasted. It is doing something deep inside you. It is preparing you for your next chapter, one filled with meaning, compassion, and strength. So when life hurts, when your heart breaks, when everything feels uncertain, remind yourself, this pain has a purpose. It is shaping me, not destroying me. And when the day comes that you rise again, and it will come, you'll look back and see that the fire didn't burn you, it forged you. The storm didn't drown you, it cleansed you. The pain didn't end you, it transformed you. You are not alone, and your story isn't over. Those words may seem simple, but they hold a truth powerful enough to bring light into the darkest corners of the human heart. There are seasons in life when everything feels heavy, when it seems like no one understands the battle raging inside your mind. You might wake up feeling empty, go through the motions, and wonder if anyone would even notice if you disappeared. But even in that silence, even in that pain, there is a voice whispering, you are not alone. So many people are fighting silent wars every day. They smile on the outside, but are breaking within. They laugh in public, but cry when the lights go out. They carry their pain quietly because they fear judgment, misunderstanding, or rejection. But here's the truth, your pain is real, and your feelings matter. You do not have to hide behind a mask to be loved. You do not have to pretend to be strong to be accepted. There are people who care, people who understand, and people who will stand beside you if you just let them in. Sometimes, when you're in the middle of depression or deep sadness, your mind tells you lies. It tells you no one cares. It tells you you're a burden, that you're not enough, that your life doesn't matter. But those are not truths. They are the echoes of pain. And pain is a liar. Because if you could see yourself the way others see you, you'd realize how deeply you are valued. You'd see that your presence has touched lives in ways you may never know. You've made someone smile, comforted someone with your words, inspired someone by simply surviving your own battles. You are part of something greater than your pain, and your life carries meaning far beyond this moment. It's easy to believe the darkness will never end when you're standing in the middle of it. The nights feel longer, the days feel colder, and the weight on your chest seems to never lift. But just because you can't see the sun doesn't mean it's not rising. Healing doesn't happen all at once. It's a slow process, like dawn breaking through the night. One day, one moment, one breath at a time. And each breath you take is a sign that your story is still unfolding. You are not defined by what you've been through. You are not the mistakes you've made, the heartbreaks you've suffered, or the battles you fought in silence. You are defined by your resilience, by the fact that you're still standing, still trying, still holding on even when everything inside you says you can't. That persistence, that quiet strength, that unbroken will to live, that's who you are. You may feel forgotten, but you are seen. You may feel unloved, but you are deeply cared for. You may feel lost, but you are not beyond being found. Sometimes the greatest strength is simply to admit, I'm not okay, because that's the moment healing begins. The moment you stop pretending and start allowing yourself to be human. The moment you open the door and let others walk beside you through the darkness. The truth is, every person you admire has fought their own private battles. The strongest people are often those who have been broken the most and yet refuse to stay down. They've been through storms that would have crushed others, but they held on, not because it was easy, but because something inside them refused to give up. That same strength is inside you. You might not feel it right now, but it's there, quiet, patient, waiting for the moment you decide to rise again. And you will rise. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you will. One day, the things that feel unbearable now will just be part of your story. Chapters that once hurt, but taught you how to heal, how to grow, how to love again. You'll look back and realize that the darkness didn't destroy you. It prepared you. It made you kinder, wiser, and more compassionate toward those still struggling to find their light. Your story isn't over because life is still breathing in you. The pain you feel today doesn't mean it's the end. It means something inside you still cares enough to fight. You are being shaped by every moment, molded by every tear, strengthened by every challenge. And though you may not see it now, every step forward, no matter how small, is rewriting your story. There will come a day when you'll smile again without forcing it, when laughter will come easily, and when peace will settle in your heart like sunlight after rain. You'll meet people who understand your pain, who remind you that you never walked alone, even when you thought you did. You'll discover that your scars are not signs of weakness. They are marks of survival, proof that you endured what was meant to destroy you. The world needs your story. Someone out there is waiting to hear how you made it through, because your journey might be the hope that helps them survive theirs. When you rise, you give others permission to rise too. Your story may be messy, complicated, imperfect, but it's real and it's powerful. The world doesn't need perfection. It needs people who've walked through darkness and still choose to shine. So, hold on. Don't give up on yourself. Don't let the pain of today convince you that tomorrow isn't worth waiting for. The same heart that's breaking now is capable of deep joy. The same eyes that have cried in the dark will one day see beauty again. The same mind that feels clouded will find clarity and peace. You are not alone in this fight. There are hands reaching out for you, even if you can't see them yet. There is light waiting for you, even if you can't feel it now. There is hope alive within you, even when everything seems hopeless. That hope is stronger than the darkness, and it will lead you out if you keep believing, keep breathing, and keep moving forward. This chapter is not the end of your story. It's just a page, one of many. And when you turn it, you'll find that life still has beautiful things waiting for you. New dreams to chase, new people to love, new reasons to live. So don't close the book just yet. The best parts are still unwritten.